Firefly, how short is life? I dreamt we had more than 20. I have seen this before, and I have lived more than plenty. Now lay me in the ocean. Why lullabies? I've used my time.
Hello, welcome back. I'm so happy to see that you came back to see me. So I made a video a couple nights ago. Well, I should say I put it up a couple of nights ago, and I had something to share with you since that night or the night before. But I'll first start off that I had a visit. And for those of you who are not familiar with what I mean by I received a visit, is I receive visits from my extraterrestrial family. Yes, that kind of sounds a little far-fetched. Trust me, in the beginning I thought I was going crazy. Bad. I had a visit, actually, in my truck. And I've had many. I think it was the night before what happened. I had a visit. And what happened was I started feeling the pulse that I get sometimes, but not all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay. First, I want to say I take medical marijuana gummies at night because my anxiety has been so bad. And now I've got the medical marijuana card, so I've been doing that. And it helps. Honestly, I haven't had an anxiety attack since I've been eating those. So I started feeling that pulsing, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I put my phone down, and I don't remember if I was on my side or on my back. I don't remember. But all of a sudden, once again, they start working on my heart, and it's been a while since they've done that. But it was going really, really fast, and then it stopped. Then I started feeling the blood, going down on your lowest extremities. Like if you're laying on your back, it goes to your back, it pulls to the back. If you're laying on your left side, it pulls to your left side. You can literally feel the weight change in your body. So I felt that. I felt the silence, because your body is noisy, believe it or not. I felt the silence, and I started getting clammy. And I was telling them, I'm ready to go. Please take me. I am so ready to go. But then I said, I'm worried about my kids. I'm worried about my kids. And then things started stopping. I do have a fear of my kids being able to make their life in a normal way if I'm gone. And for some of them, I think would struggle. And so I have that fear of abandoning them. I've always had that fear. I've never abandoned them. That's the thing. But anyway, and then things started beating again. And in a small way, I kind of regretted it because I've been wanting to go home really bad. I'm so tired of cruel ass Earth. I'm so tired of it. Fast forward to the very next day. I'm in my truck. And it's almost dark. The sky had a little bit of light to it. And as you know, that I have said that whatever's going on, whether it be an orb or an entity or a UFO, it calls to me and I know exactly where to look. I feel like I've talked about this, but I don't think I have, because it just happened. So I'm kind of sitting out in my truck and knowing I had to take a shower, and I was just kind of mentally going through things that were in my head. And I happened to look up, and I'm like, what is that? And so I'm really watching it. At first I was like, is that a plane? And it was blinking really fast. It was just blinking. And I'm like, it's not moving, because there was a light pole in the vicinity of where it was. Because, if it's a plane, you'll see it getting closer and closer to that light pole until, of course, it passes. Well, it didn't move. So I pull my phone out, and I got this new iPhone. I wonder how close I can get to it. So I zoomed in on it and did a video, and lo and behold, it's a UFO. I'm not joking. You'll see it because I'll upload it. And you can see it flashing. And in one video, I did two. One video, when I started recording, it was flashing. And then all of a sudden it got real bright and then dimmed and kept flashing. And I'm like, oh my God, how cool is that? But in one of them, if you watch clear to the end, as I'm recording, this thing is continuously blinking. A disc passes, and you see it in the video. And then I did 2 still shots from that video to show what exactly it was. I had to do that for my benefit because I'm like, what was that? Because while I was recording, I seen it with my own eyes. I seen it go by and into the view and go on, and it was really fast. And at first I was like, was that a bug? No, that wasn't a bug. It was big and it was white, and oh my God, you know, all this is going through my head. And before all that happened, I'm taking pictures of it in the sky, and I'm zooming in, and it's a beautiful, like a blue orb, and it's got like a halo around it. I'll post those too. I'll post everything that I took, and it was so beautiful. And then I took one, I think I circled this one, that I was seeing with my naked eye. That is what it looked like with me seeing it, because I didn't zoom in or anything. I just leaned over, took a picture, and that's it. And I don't know if I did 1 or 2 of those, but I think the one I circled was the one what looked like with my eyes. So I sat out there for a good long time. It never moved. Even if you're watching the moon and there's something by the moon rotates, it'll go past that light pole. This thing never moved. It did an inch over, nothing. And I watched it probably a good hour, and it stayed in that same spot. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta take a shower. It's getting almost my bedtime. I gotta go and shower. So I started my truck and I go around, and I didn't even look back up in the sky for it. But when I came out, I want to say it wasn't there. And then that night I went to bed, and I laid down, and my medicine starts kicking in, and I'm on my back, and I felt very light vibrations kind of in each shoulder area. Last night, I don't know what was going on last night. I'm laying down trying to sleep, and I felt like I was lifting again, like I was being lifted up. And I remember I woke up and I looked around thinking, am I leaving? Am I going somewhere? And I think it did it a couple of times, and that's all I remember. So it sounds like my visits have been picking up once again, in which I'm so happy about. Today's been a good day. It's went by pretty fast. My hip is killing me, and I assume it's because It's supposed to rain soon, and it started hurting me like an hour ago pretty bad. That window right there, that's the very back one, and that is the third row seating window. It's a very odd shape. It kind of does that. I don't know how to explain it. And before it came out, moved into the truck, I took like wrapping paper, but not like Christmas wrapping paper. It was just called wrapping paper for mail, I guess. And I stuck it up there and I drew around it and thought I did good. Put it on poster board. Well, it wasn't really poster board. It was really thick board. Cardboard, I should say. And it doesn't fit up there all the way. Talking about this one. There's one on both sides. And so at night, it doesn't fill up the whole window. There's probably about that big of a gap. Here the other day, I'm like, why didn't I even think about this? Foil. Oh my God. I can use foil. And I thought about getting the really thick foil. That's all I could call it, was the really thick foil. And like double layer it and crinkle it up there and make it stay. That'd be so much better than what I'm doing right now. And I could probably do the back window. The 12th or 16th, I'm getting the coverings that are made for this truck. So I'm going to end this here because I have to go to Walmart and get my foil. And then I have to edit this and put it up. So I love you guys tremendously. I hope you're doing well. And I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.